Hey Aquarius, welcome to Tarot and Heal. Welcome to your May reading. I hope all is well. Thank you so much for your patience. All right, let's get started. I come to you, humbly God, thanking you for your divine guidance, providing messages of divine light, divine love, in accordance with your divine will. What is it that the Aquarius Collective need to know? What do they need to know for May? What do they need to know? What do they need to know? Okay, that was a lot. That's a lot. I'm going to put these back. Okay, we have retreat and bust out of your cocoon. Okay, along with count your blessings. Okay. Trust in the divine. Trust in the divine plan here. Laugh at your demons and strengthen your gifts. You're upgrading, and you might have to do some shadow work to do it so you can get rid of the dead energy that is within you. Habits, thought processes, belief systems, things that are just no longer serving you, okay? Dreams, certain things that's no longer serving you anymore. It's time to let go of that. You know why? Because you're stepping into a brand new cycle with the World card here. All right, this is a fortunate new cycle for yourself. It's a major upgrade. It's not just it's not just one aspect, not in one aspect of your life. This is a major overhaul, okay? But you have to lighten the load emotionally, spiritually, psychologically. Certain things that you have to let go of so that you can have a brand new experience on this earth. All right, let's see what's going on. What's going on with the Aquarius Collective? What's going on with the Aquarius? Ooh, Tower. Yep. Look at that. So, unexpected endings of spiritual connections, unexpected realizations when it comes to certain connections, all right? It's a Tower moment. You know what that means? It's something that wasn't built on solid ground. It's the divine playing a role here with the Eight of Wands here. All right. This is all about divine timing. This is all about divine planning. All right. When the Tower card comes out, that's because the universe is like, hey, this worked for what it was. It wasn't built on solid ground. It was a nice training ground period. It was a nice training relationship. But now we have to step into the cycle of the real deal relationships, the real deal careers, things like that. Now it's time to build on solid ground instead of going for a career that you only go for because it's accepted by society or it's because it's what your parents wanted, so on and so forth. Now you're going for things that actually make your heart sing. All right. Instead of staying in a relationship that's no longer working, you guys probably only just got together, so because you didn't want to feel alone. Now those are crumbling, and now you're stepping into a cycle where you're meeting soul tribes, like real soulmate energy, or at least higher quality love experiences. All right, let's see what's going on. But it seems like it's an unexpected switch. All right. Check out the full moon in Scorpio energy. There are hidden things, hidden truths that come to light that's going to cause these broken connections to come to light. People will figure out what the nature is of these broken connections. Some of us have been dealing with certain connections, relationships, sometimes family. It's like really our inner circle. These people that we have a lot of history with the Six of Cups, people that we feel like we have a strong spiritual tie with, now these people are being put in the forefront, okay? These connections are being put on in the forefront. The spotlight is being shined on them, especially the ones that are carrying toxic devil energy here. So it's whatever truth comes to light, it's going to be a bit surprising, and it might be a bit jarring in regards to what you see here. But it's something that's meant to push you forward because it's something that wasn't built on solid ground. All right. Check out the full moon in Scorpio reading, because what that does, it talks about the energy of this full moon in Scorpio, how it's pushing us to a brand new start. With the Fool card, releasing the things that make us feel that are no longer aligned with us, that aren't fulfilling us emotionally and nourishing our soul. Some of us might be feeling like going back and forth. Now with the full moon in Scorpio, the challenge would be to let it go. Okay, as opposed to dwelling on this thing when a secret comes to light. Just knowing to let things go and not hold on for the sake of history. Okay, things like that. All right, check out the full moon in Scorpio reading. It'll give you more clarification as to what we're going through as a collective. And yeah, here we are with the World card. Every sign is dealing with this differently. Okay. Right now, I'm not seeing any emotions towards this. I'm just seeing like, hey, this is what's happening. Something is coming to light. This is very matter-factual. Something comes to light. You're being pushed. You're being pushed out of something that had history and is pushing you into an upgrade. Once again, with that World card. All right. You might be going back and forth about it. Oh, yeah. See, once again, See, it was something that wasn't right. It was a connection that made you feel like, is it right? Is it wrong? Are they shitty? Are they not? You know, that type of energy, okay? You're going to realize, yes, they're crappy. This is an injustice. This was not right, okay? You're going to get that clarification. It might come through as an intuitive hit. It might come through as someone just slipping up and saying something, and you're like, I knew it. I knew you was a piece of crap all along. And then you have to move forward. All right. Once again, that full moon Scorpio energy, it does have the challenge of getting caught up and obsessing over it. Okay. So just try your best to just move on from it. All right. It's something that you already knew. All right. But you weren't taking the steps to actually stop it. All of us have at least one connection like this that was secretly wrong for us, and we didn't realize it. Okay. And it's coming to light now. The chickens are coming home to roost for all of us. Okay. You have the Justice card, clarified by the Emperor. Needing to take the lead on whatever this injustice is, and taking that lead would be throwing it away. We do have the Four. Oh, yeah. We have the Four of Cups here coming out. Leaving that, just leaving it behind. It's coming out in a verse. It's like just dropping that. You're no longer feeling like, oh my gosh, I missed out on this situation. Like some of you guys held on to this connection because you were just like, I don't know if this is wrong for me or not. But just in case it's not, I'm going to keep it around. So now something's going to come to light and it's going to make you realize, no, it's a waste of time. It's dead weight. It's dead energy. It's time to go. Okay? Four of Wands in reverse. As I mentioned, this is something, this tower moment came through because it's something that is just unstable. It wasn't built on solid ground, whatever this connection was. Now it's time to stop. You know, end the friendship, end the relationship, and the family connection, whatever it is for you. All right? End the job. Why is this Page of Pentacles here? Whatever this is that comes to light, it's going to make it very easy to make this decision. All right? You won't be second guessing. Now, whether you actually do it or decide to stay, that's up to you. All right? We do have the Four of Swords. There's a need to be introspective when this new information comes about, when you get this new epiphany. All right? As to how to move forward. Moving forward without this person, because it does seem like this is someone or a group of people that you have history with. They were, they might have been solid in your life. They had room in your life, okay? So now removing them from your life, now it's going to feel like a bit of a void. You have to work on that now. That's going to be a thing, you know, just, it's okay. You know, it's a process. Go through the journey. Don't try to avoid it by just sticking around and keeping these people around you because it's actually not right for you. Why is this Justice card here? Tell me more about this injustice. They were becoming a burden. They were keeping you trapped. You were feeling trapped because of history. It's a relationship that lasted for way too long. Pretty much that's it. It's something that lasted for way too long. And if it was a connection at a job, if this was a job, for example, you stayed there way too long because you got comfortable, you got complacent. If this is a relationship or friendship or, you know, whatever the case is, it was something that just wasn't serving you. It was draining your energy. It was keeping you trapped. All right. It was keeping you trapped here. And it was actually becoming more of a burden. But because of the history of it, you just said, hey, well, I'm just going to keep this going. Because we have history. And I mean, I get it. Loyalty is everything, right? But then it's a matter of being loyal to yourself. Now, if you're carrying a burden for the sake of this connection, and it's messing with you emotionally and spiritually, and you're sacrificing your own happiness just to keep the connection going, now it's like you have to question your loyalty. You have to be more loyal to you than you are to other people, right? So this is what's happening now. Everything is getting checked. If you're not being loyal to yourself and your own desires, okay, it's also a need to actually figure out why you've been putting their emotions over yours, okay? What's that about? Okay, be strong enough to set the boundaries that you need to set. Be strong enough to actually follow your intuition, because whatever this connection is, you already know what it was. With the Seven of Pentacles here, I feel like you already had a feeling, or you had an inkling that it wasn't serving you, that it was a bit unstable, that it was probably a little bit toxic, but it was because of history. It's just like, yeah, that's just my crappy friend, you know, that's just who they are, that's just John, you know what I mean? And it's just like, yeah, but John is actually draining your energy. Let's look into the blockages. What is a blockage for the Aquarius collective, and what are they failing to see? Everyone has that friend where you moved on, and then you just have that one friend, and you're just like, I mean, I know they're embarrassing, okay, fine, but like, it's just who they are. and you're growing and they're not growing with you. Now it's just like that's dead weight now, unfortunately. Okay, what's a blockage? The people you're grown apart from. Well, yeah, Queen of Wands energy. These people are not going to feel too comfortable with this, to say the least, with the Five of Wands here. They might be a little bit resentful, a bit bitter. They might pull at your heartstrings when you try to set the boundaries here and say, hey, I think it's time for us to part ways, my guy. Okay, yeah. That Two of Swords. Making that final decision is going to cause some resentment from them. People might be like, hey, who do you think you are? Probably check out the Aries reading. Six of Wands. Yeah, that loss. People are going to be competing for the attention. Like, pretty much, if you start making this step into a brand new cycle, I'm getting the energy of people trying to pull you back. People pushing back. Like, that doesn't even make sense. You know, like, they're going to make you feel like it doesn't make sense for you to move on the way you are. It doesn't make sense for you to upgrade and do something that makes you feel happy, when this is a connection that just wasn't working anyway. And you're going to probably realize that you were carrying the burden of this connection and they were enjoying feeding off of your energy. All right? Moving on. What are they feeling to see? What is the Aquarius collective feeling to see? Introspection, meditation is the name of the game. I don't know what tune that was. That was really weird. I just couldn't catch the tune or melody, but you get it. Introspection. Five of Pentacles. You're going to feel a little bit alone for a bit because these are people who are solid in your life. So this transition is going to be pretty major. All right. This isn't just like, oh yeah, we went to school for like a year and now we only talk on Facebook. These are inner circle connections, like really solid ones that have a lot of history, but they're no longer serving you and they're now becoming dead weight. Okay, so you're going to have to embrace this energy of feeling left out in the cold, feeling like, you know, that it's a void because these people held up so much emotional space in your life. And not saying that that's a bad thing. It's just what happens. You know, when you share, when you spend a lot of time with someone, when you create a bond with people, they have an emotional place now in your heart. Now, if you're releasing them from your heart, now you have this void. You know, you're going to have to deal with that. It's going to be a process of that. But in doing so, it's going to make you stronger. With the Page of Swords here, you're going to have a way different perspective. You're going to realize how they've been affecting you, how their energy have been keeping you trapped. All right? So, for example, I mean, I've experienced this where you'll cut someone out and then new people start coming in with better energy. And it's just like, oh, I didn't realize their energy was blocking my this other energy from coming in. You know, things like that. You're going to see things from a different perspective. Like, wow, this really was holding me up. And this new perspective is going to help you build stability with the Ten of Pentacles. Like real stability. Solid, long-term connections, okay? Ace of Pentacles. It's going to open up new opportunities. New opportunities for new connections, new friendships, new career paths, whatever the case is, all right? It's just making room. It's making room. And it's certain things that you can't see while you're in it. You have to take the leap of faith and then you'll look back and realize, oh, okay, this is how they were holding me back. Okay. I was loyal to this situation and they made me compromise myself in many ways. You know, things like that. Not saying that they intentionally did it. It's just what happened. All right. So that's where facing your demons here, laughing at your demons and strengthening your gifts, that's where that comes in. So you realize with the mistakes that you made there. Now we do have the Temperance card. This is all about divine guidance. All divine guidance. Putting in that work. Ten of Cups. Yep. A new opportunity for emotional fulfillment is coming through. That's what's happening behind the scenes with the Moon card here. All right. A lot of things are happening behind the scenes that you're not aware of. That's why it's kind of hard for you to actually make this decision. Like, okay, this is, for example, if somebody's thinking about family, like, hey, I have to release my family. Then it's just like, whoa, that's a major space in my heart that I have to let go of. Now what? I'm going to be left out in the cold. But then I'll have this new perspective of how to build my own solid soul family, for example, my own version of family. All right, so on and so forth. Some of you guys, these people feel like family to you, or might very well be family. Okay? But it's that type of, that level of closeness, all right? Advice, don't overthink it. Your intuition is guiding you. This is all divine intervention. It's releasing dead weight, all right? And keep in mind, when these people come back, they're not gonna take this in the best way. They're not gonna take it in the best way, all right? Don't expect them to. Just expect for the pushback and stand your ground. Okay? Stand your ground here. Don't let them make you overthink it and start talking about, hey, but we have history. We've been together for so long. Or, hey, we're your family. You can't do this to us. You have to deal with our toxic energy. Or, we've known each other since daycare. You know, our family know each other. You know, we can't not talk anymore. Our kids are supposed to be cool. You know, whatever it is, however they try to pull on your heartstrings to stop you from stepping into the brand new cycle that is your emotional fulfillment and dropping this burden, you have to override that. Be strong enough to stand your ground here. Do not overthink it here. With this Nine of Swords, that's what that's about. It's coming out in reverse. So your advice is to let go of the overthinking. I feel like these are connections that you were already overthinking. You have the Empress card coming out now. Look at that. Stepping into your power. Like you're following your intuition more than you're following your loyalty. Okay, I feel like these connections, it was something that you were already overthinking. You were already analyzing and looking at it from a side eye like, this connection is kind of weird. This connection's toxic. I don't know. And now the universe is coming through like, yes, it is. And cut it out now. Okay? That's what's happening. All right, let's see what the romance angels have to say, even though I don't feel like this is a romantic reading per se, not for everyone. It could be a group of people. It could be a squad of people that you hung out with, so on and so forth. And like I said, it could be family. It could just be that. Release your ex. Yeah. The time has come to clear your energy. So for some of you, it is whatever this is. It's just past energy that you had history with. All right. That's no longer serving you. The energy is dead. The connection is a burden now. And it's not serving you. It's not nourishing. It's draining. It's time to realize that and clear your energy of them. Anything else? Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Once again, this is spiritual guidance in playing a role here. Trust. There's a need for you to trust the spiritual aspect of this. It's for a reason. You're stepping into a cycle where you're going to have real soul family energy coming in. Please trust and believe that. This situation is calling for you to have faith. You're looking at it like, geez, I got to get rid of these people who have been in my life forever. Yes, it's tough, but trust that it's for something way better, way more fulfilling. And it's something, once you take that leap of faith, that's when you'll be able to see the effect that they are having on you while you're in this connection. Because you've been in this connection for so long, you don't realize how much they're affecting you. Okay, that's what's happening here. All right, let's see what the animal spirit is. Some of you guys had like emotional vampires as besties, or emotional vampires as family members, as parents, as siblings, you know. And it's just like, you know what, this is kind of weird, but I'm going to deal with it. Set the healthy boundaries. Even if you're not cutting them off, at least put some distance between you guys, all right? You have to reassess the situation and figure out what part of you in your shadow self was allowing for this type of connection, all right? You might have said it was out of loyalty when really it was something else. It might have been something darker that had you attached and keeping this dead connection going, all right? These people weren't nourishing your soul. They weren't nourishing the connection. You were the one nourishing the connection, and that's why it's dead. Okay? That's why it's toxic. All right? Once you stop nourishing the connection, it'll be dead. For example, like you have people who just you don't hear from if you don't reach out to them. For example, you know, and then you might come to that clarification like, oh, the only reason why we're talking is because I'm putting in the effort. Oh, well, screw this guy, you know. Either way, Turkey Spirit, give with gratitude and grace. Keep it classy, San Diego. All right. Chameleon spirit, act as if. Just keep it chill, keep it player. Like, just, it is what it is. Keep it moving. It is not worth it. Just release the energy. Like, okay, I knew something was off here. It's going to come to light, and then just like leave, you know. Once again, check out that full moon in Scorpio energy. Be peace and be playful. Whoa, you're stepping into something beautiful. Spirit has a plan. All right. It doesn't feel good, but Spirit has a plan. Whoa, so many cards. Be peace. Be playful. So many cards coming out. Transformation is beautiful. You're stepping into your own transformation. You can't do it with these people around you. All right. You can't deal with these types of people around you, all right? Or these types of dead connections, because it's zapping from your energy. Be spirit. Sweet results await. You have to trust that. You have to believe that. Bobcat spirit. Life is a mystery. Yeah, you're being led to move, to do things that you don't want to do. Claiming your independence. These could be codependent situations. Love is all around. There's more love coming through. Hummingbird spirit, be here now. Be in the situation. Be in this moment. Understand it for what it is. Don't overthink it. Let the tower crumble. Okay, let the tower crumble. If you realize that, oh, I only hear from them if I hit them up, then stop hitting them up and let that thing fade out. Let it drift off. Okay, if it's a little bit more proactive, if it does require more of a proactive behavior towards this connection, as in regards to setting a boundary, all right, then do what you have to do. Understand that you are going to get pushback, and just continue to stand your ground here. All right, it's not going to feel good. You might not realize you're not going to realize what's on the other side. Life is a mystery came out. That's showing that it's a leap of faith that is going to bring great rewards, but you're not going to see what the rewards are, and you're not going to see whether it's emotional or physical or opportunities, whatever the reward is. You're not going to see it until you take that leap of faith and just say, okay, I trust that the universe is leading me in the right direction. Then something's going to be clarified, like, yes, this is why you had to do this. But if you stay in it, you're not going to see why you have to do it, okay? You're just being led to do it, and you have to just go with the flow here. All right, Aquarius, this is a moment of a leap of faith. It's a moment of trusting the divine plan. This is a test, all right? Do what you got to do. Trust it. Whatever your intuition's telling you about these people, drop them, set the boundaries, keep it moving, all right? And keep it classy. All right, Aquarius, thank you so much. Until we meet again, peace. Oh, feel free to like, subscribe, share, comment. Also, add me on Tyrone Hill on IG. Also, I do personal readings. Check out the info box below for that link. Also, if you want to be an angel donor on Patreon, you can check out that info box below too. My Patreon's open. I'll have new features coming up soon. All right, peace.